Hi everyone, my name is Ymir. I also go by AlmondMnMs both here on Flosstube and on Instagram. And welcome to episode 14. I guess I'm a pro now, supposedly. But yeah, episode 14. Here we go. I think that this episode it's gonna be a hefty one. I'm gonna try to keep it low or short, but I don't think it's gonna be short because I have a lot to talk about and a lot to address, and I think it's gonna be I don't know if it's gonna be organized, but we just gonna roll with the punches. So grab a tea, grab a coffee, grab a something, because we may be here for a while. So if you're stitching, you can probably just throw me in the background and just hear me yap, and then possibly just look up when I'm sharing things, because it's going to be that type of video today because I have a lot of things to say. It's all positive things, and it's not, yeah, it's all positive things pretty much. But yeah, I'm gonna state the obvious. I don't want to say it's like the elephant in the room, because elephants are cute and adorable and I always see them as positive, and I just find it weird that people are like, oh, let's address the elephant in the room, when it's like, well, elephants are cute. Like, why are we referencing elephants as the bad thing in the room? But this time we're gonna address the elephant in the room because it's cute and beautiful and amazing. So we're gonna address the obvious. Did I say it's October 31st? It's October 31st. It's Halloween. So happy Halloween to everyone. I'm not a Halloween girl, so I really don't do anything. I'm off today. I'm going to be home chit-chatting to this screen and doing some stitch with me's and possibly going on virtual stitchers. We'll see how that goes. But if you're doing anything, let me know. I would love to see. Tag me in your pictures and all those fun things, because I like to live, is the word vicariously, through you? I like to live through your eyes and just see all the fun stuff. And I've been seeing a lot of people posting things, which is amazing. But yeah, let's get to it, because I know this is going to be a chit-chatty one. I am super eternally grateful, happy, blessed, like all the positive words that you can say or that I can say. I'm saying it right now, because everyone has shown me so much support within the community, and I'm always grateful for that. But this week, and possibly maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, people were like shouting me out on their videos, and I'm a little bit behind on Flosstube, and it's primarily because I follow a lot of people, and I'm just really like, I like to binge and catch up on everyone's Flosstube and just be up to date. So if I'm following you, if I'm watching your videos and commenting, and you have 70 videos, you better believe that I'm going to watch all 70. So that's pretty much what I've been doing. And I do watch the ones that keep on popping up, the most recent ones. So I just stay on track, but I did fall behind this week. Obviously, I think I've been speaking about moving and all these goodies. So definitely with that being in place and kind of like the stress there, I kind of like fell back a little bit, and I just kind of fell off of, I don't want to say I fell off of, I stepped a little bit away from social media, even Flosstube, sadly to say, and this is why I'm behind. I've been dabbling, I think that's the word, dabbling on different videos, but I have a very organized manner. And for the past like 2 weeks, I got rid of my calendar. Like, I was just like, I'm going rogue. So I got rid of the calendar. So now I'm paying the consequences where I have to catch up. So I'll do it. I'm a master procrastinator. Trust me, I've been doing it my whole life. All of my college careers, I've done it, and I will prevail, if that's the word. But yeah, so about 2 weeks ago, I know Mrs. Flossie shouted me out on her Flosstube channel, which was awesome. I did see the video. I'm gonna go back and comment. I'm gonna go back and comment, and I actually want to watch it again. So I did see a few people write comments about that and say, hey, I came from Mrs. Flossie's channel, which she's awesome, and all the good positive things and the positive vibes. She works at the attic, if I'm not mistaken, which I am low-key hating. I would love to work at a needle workshop, because why not? But yeah, she spoke about me about 2 weeks ago, which was awesome, and you all really reached out to me and were like on the keyboard. But then this past week, it's funny because I mentioned last week that I was doing a stitch along a Sal with Shiloh from X Stitch MD, and it's the Bristol sampler. I'm doing it on 56 count 1/1. We can speak about the updates on that a little bit later in the video. So I'm guessing it's not that I'm guessing, I do know, she posted a photo of her progress, and then, basically was like, oh yeah, and such is doing 56 count 1/1. So that kind of snowballed into Caroline from Off the Needle Arts speaking about me earlier this week on her channel, which is awesome. I am a lurker. I lurk on all of her videos. I've been watching all of them, but usually I don't comment because, it's excessive. Commenting every single day, I can do it, but I don't want to come off borderline creepy, because I've been binge watching a few of you peeps channels, and I've been commenting, and those are videos of like once a week. But Caroline is amazing, and she provides us a video every single day, and she is amazing for doing that, because you just get to kind of like hear updates and all the good things. And she was speaking about me this week, and everyone was like, bah, Caroline mentioned you, blah 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 blah, like all these goodies and all this stuff. And I literally was just like, you guys are awesome. You all are awesome. Everyone, the outpour of love, support, commenting, going through all my videos, and just calling me crazy for all these 1/1 stitchings. So I am eternally and forever and always will be grateful for everyone that comes here and listens to me yap. I've been yapping for 8 minutes, and I still haven't spoken really much about stitching, so I'm happy about that. But I just want you all to always know, regardless, I am just a girl in this little corner that likes to stitch tiny little things and possibly large projects, because I want to have and fill my walls with beautiful works of art. And my solution, because I plan to live 100 years plus, and my solution to this situation is to shrink down my projects so I have more space in my wall for my projects. Because say if I finish one project a year, and I'm almost 30, so I have to catch up on the 30 years that I missed of projects. So that's 30 plus whatever length of time I'm alive, hopefully plus 100. So that's 100 projects that I have to finish and have on my walls. So the solution is to actually shrink them down. And my boyfriend is gonna have to live with it. There's no discussion on that. He has no say in this. So that's my say on all of this. I think everyone is awesome. By the time that this video comes out, I'm gonna upload it and edit it. Well, I really don't have to edit it. I just have to put the what is it, the welcome photo and then the back photo, and just fix my volume because I talk low, so I need to hike up the volume. But by the time this uploads, I will have hopefully reached out to each and every single one of you and replied to your comments, replied to your messages, because I am very always gonna reply back to you, because I appreciate all of the feedback and all of the love and support that you all are giving me. But aside from that, yes, that's that. So this week I haven't been doing much stitching because, like I said, I kind of remove myself from life, because life happens and I just needed a little bit of break, and it was just a little bit of break from my head, like my mind. So what I've been doing this week, I actually downloaded Audible. Trust me, no sponsors, no whatever, like affiliate stuff, like whatever it is, I don't know, like I'm in my little corner, my little bubble. I don't want to say I don't matter, but all of those like promoting things don't got nothing to do with me. But I just don't have time to read, because if I read, that means I won't have time to stitch. So my solution to the problem is to listening to audiobooks. And I finally caved in and downloaded the app, and I bought some books and I've been listening to them. So now the issue is that I feel like I've been going through a book a day or a book every other day. So your girl's library is growing quickly. Within the past week or 2 weeks, I already have 12 books on my library. So that's a problem, which is not a problem, but so that's pretty much what I've been doing, and just really staying off of social media and things like that. But yeah, like that's one thing. But although I haven't really been stitching, I have been shopping. So this is probably going to be a thank you video and a haul video and a split second of a current WIP video type of situation. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna go through haul, and then we're gonna go through my WIP. But yeah, so I am going to show you first the tangible things. I bought fabric, floss, yarn, needles, patterns. I'm pointing like this because I have all of that in front of me. Let me move this back here in front of here so I don't forget. And I want to make sure, and I have stuff coming in the mail. So I'll probably have to update you on that next week because it's still not here and it's saying it's out for delivery. So let's jump on it. As far as for cross stitching, what did I purchase? I did mention last week, possibly, that I have a large order from Needle in a Haystack coming. With COVID and all these things going on, I know everyone is a little bit backed up, hence why I said I may need a personal shopper, because I don't have a local needle workshop store situation around me. Yeah, I mean, personally, if I had one, I would buddy up with a few. If I had one around me, I would buddy up with a few of you that don't have the luxury, like many of you do, to just kind of like help alleviate. I think it would just help the whole system, and just help people. But that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say on that. That being said, I ordered some things from Needle in a Haystack, and not all of my order did come, but it's okay. And it's funny because it came basically, I'm gonna show you just like this, right? And there was stuff sandwiched in the middle, so I was just like, oh yay, my fabric came. And then that was it. So then I of course took out the fabric to like drool all over it, and then I had to get a bucket to catch the rest of my drool because there was some floss in there. So I'll show you the fabric that I purchased. And yeah, so this is a 32 count black chocolate linen. Look at it, it's a beauty. Of course, planning on doing one over one. It's gonna be my first time stitching on a dark fabric. I don't foresee any issues. I was inspecting the holes and things like that on this, and I mean, I don't think it's that bad, but I might be shooting myself in the foot because next week, or not even next week, because this, I will tell you what it's for, later down the line, I'll probably be yanking my hair out. The second fabric that I purchased was a 32 count chalkboard linen. So the reason why I purchased 32 count was because I couldn't find 40 count and I couldn't find 56 count and 46 count. So 32 was the highest count that I could find. So if you see higher counts, think of your girl, let me know, reach out to me, hashtag me, at me, whatever, like I need it. But I got this because 32 is not that bad, but you know, why not? And I have it, and I'll show you what I'm thinking of stitching with this. But I have that. So sandwiched in between were two different types of floss that I purchased. I got some Fuzzy Whisper. I don't remember how many I ordered, to be honest with you. I don't remember anything that I ordered from Needle in a Haystack or possibly anywhere. I just order and just let it come. This whole week I've been ordering late at night. So it's going to be interesting to see what came in the mail because I haven't gone back to check my orders or even in my emails to see anything. So yes. Sandwich in between was this whisper thread. So I am interested in using it. So I'm going to find the best project for this. I kind of have an idea, but I'll find the best project for it. So the second thing that I purchased were some Gloriana Tudor silks. And it's Rosewood number 012. And honestly, like I can eat this, like shove this, like this is so juicy, literally juicy. I am obsessed with this color. I'm obsessed with this color. My favorite stone is garnet, so it's very garnety, which low-key is gonna explain on my yarn purchase. But I mean, this is juicy. This is so juicy. Like I was just sitting there like smelling it, and my boyfriend was just looking at me like he probably is like, she's weird, but juicy. The smell of success with this. But that's pretty much it. That's what I purchased from Needle in a Haystack. That being said, I was on Etsy. I'm gonna have to pull it up on my phone. I was on Etsy and I purchased a lot of patterns, a lot of charts. And I am going to go through my list. So I am thinking, and hopefully someone can knock some sense into me, but I'm thinking of doing Flossmas. But Flossmas as in Stitch With Me Flossmas. I don't know if I can do 30 or 25 days. Is it 25 days or 30 days? I don't know, but we'll see what happens. You're just gonna have to forgive sister over here because I'm a newbie and I don't know, just forgive me. But I did purchase an advent calendar pattern that I am actually interested in doing. So I will include the information below. It's from HM Cross Stitch on Etsy, and this is the pattern, one of them of many. So I'm thinking of doing that as part of my Stitch With Me Flossmas. So it's really not an advent. It is an advent calendar, but it's not a surprise advent calendar. But you know, you'll know what we're stitching every day. So if you're interested in actually stitching with me and purchasing that pattern, let me know. Let me know. We can figure out a hashtag or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We still have a little bit of time. We still, unfortunately, still have November, which is scary that the year already flew by. But while I was on there, I just threw more charts on there because there was like a 40% off situation. So I got a horse, a rainbow horse, that is. And then I also purchased another horse, but this one is, I don't know if you can see it that well, but I like it. It's cute. So I don't foresee myself stitching this anytime soon, although I will be stitching the advent calendar. I don't foresee myself stitching those anytime soon, but it's good to have it, especially because it just gives me the feeling of like colors and like paint and obviously the past few years and kind of like the environment where I've been and where I work and all this stuff kind of reminds me of that. That being said, I kept the theme with the rainbows, and I ordered from Vivster, Vivster. I purchased another square sampler. Surprise, surprise. And it's this one. I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be cute. Am I going to be stitching it right now? Absolutely not. Will I be stitching it later? Absolutely yes. So it's good to have there, especially a bank of patterns. I also ordered a different one from this same shop. I'll include all the information. This one is another Patchwork Tiles squares situation. Look at that. Tell me that ain't cute. And then I just feel like I'm just showing you my phone like this, but I think it's going to be the best way than me like editing and putting images in there. And then I purchased a Christmas themed squares one. And this one really does remind me of winter. So this one, and this is all from Vivster's shop. So look at that one. Tell me that one is not cool. It reminds me of like the squares blankets that people crochet and things like that. It really does remind me of that. Then I purchased from one more shop, which is a shop that I have purchased from before. It's called Needlecase Goods. So I purchased it's just a little primitive Christmas sampler. These, right? I'm not a holiday girl. I'm not. But it's winter. I wanna stitch something. Then I purchased another advent calendar. And this one is from the same spot. Look at that. So I have a few options, just saying. And I'm going to go back to the original one that I actually purchased so I can show you what I want to use. The probably the chocolate or maybe the chalkboard fabric. I want to do this on chocolate or chalkboard. I'll figure that out. But that was kind of my Etsy haul. I was busy late at night. It's kind of dangerous because it's bad. It's bad. But I think it's going for a great cause. Supporting our designers, our crafters, our everything, our community. And I'd rather spend it that way than spending it on something stupid, to be honest. And honestly, nothing that I've purchased is a stupid purchase. It is a necessary purchase. In addition to that, that was all cross stitch haul related. I did mention that I wanted to start knitting again. I haven't knit in years. And one of my best friends, one of my best friends, she actually knits a lot. And when we were in college, we were taught a lot of textile arts. And she knits like crazy stuff. Like, her whole thesis was straight up knitting, and it was insane. And I haven't knit ever since then. And I think I gave her a lot of my needles, which I don't regret because she is creating beautiful things. So this time around, I did mention that I wanted to start stitching socks, just making like socks, little socks and things like that. So because I'm moving and all the goodies, I don't know where nothing is at. I don't understand what my inventory is. So I kind of got a little bit carried away and ordered or purchased, which I may have purchased the wrong size. I purchased some DPNs. I purchased size 0, 1, and 2, right? These are all clovers. Awesome. But I also purchased rounds, size 1 and 2. So I need to order size 0 because I'm very crazy about having everything the same, matchy. So I need to order a size 0 in a round. I also purchased some stitch markers. I see that this is going to go down the rabbit hole. I'm going to be buying a lot of stuff that has to do with just stitching socks in general. I think it's going to be a sock frenzy in my household. But I jumped into this quickly. I went to this yarn store that is by my job. It's fairly close to my job. So I went to the yarn store. It's cute. It's a cute spot. I am going to have to obviously edit and put images and videos in here of the place. It's such a cute spot. The ladies that were working in there were awesome. It's just so cute. I will include all of their information below. They're called Downtown Yarns. But I purchased two yarns to make socks, and they even caked it up for me. They were super awesome, super sweet in there, and I would definitely be going back in there, but it was awesome. So I'm going to pause and include videos and photos here.
Thank you.
Rico, is this your pile?
I'm still deciding.
Exciting. I want a pile, but I have a pile of unfinished things that fall from that.
Well, I'm just trying to recreate what I have and what I need to buy here.
I love it.
I'm not sure.
So that's what the spot looked like. I am going to also include it on my Instagram because I want to keep it on my stories because it's an awesome spot. And I think if you're in New York, you should go there. I'm going to go to another spot today. So I'll share that next week, or possibly even share some of it on Instagram today, and then share more of it with you guys tomorrow. Well, next week, not tomorrow, next week, when I do a full-on Flosstube channel. That being said, I got this. It's a confetti, right? This is from Malabrigo. Ooh, Malabrigo yarns. It is made in Peru and it is 440 yarns. So it's 3.5 ounces. So they caked it up for me, which was super awesome. I had a great experience there. So I am, and it smells good. So I am going to be stitching this with, it's going to be socks sometime one day. Then I also purchased this little nugget. This one was 20 grams. This was 100 grams. This was 20 grams if I'm not mistaken. And it is from, I will tell you right now, this one is from, it's called Sock Minis, and it's HHF. I don't know what that means. Oh, hedgehog fibers. I was just reading their logo, but it is called hedgehog fibers. It's awesome. It's 20 grams and it's made in Ireland, which is great. So I am thinking of, I don't think I'm gonna have enough to, I think I have some of the fuzz in my nose. I don't think I'm gonna have enough to make this as the body and make this as the heel and the toes. So I will possibly have to decide if I am going to make this just the toes or just the heel. I don't know, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I think it goes together. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that I'm wrong and I will listen to you. And it's going to be an experimental project. And we'll see, because I will be sharing my progress in here with you all. That being said, I think I mentioned to you guys last week that I signed up for Knit Crate, which is a subscription, a monthly subscription that I found out about from Shiloh from XStitchMD, because she is going on a knitting frenzy. She got so many great projects, so much goodies. It's awesome. When I first started watching her, you know, the beginning of her videos, I believe she did show some of her knitting and it was just dabbling, but then like now that the weather's shifting, she's just dropping all of these like stitch bombs on us, and it's like, oh my goodness, I want to do this too. So sometime within the past 2 weeks, I signed up for a Knit Crate, and I also ordered more from them because I believe that they're having a sale. So my yarn that's coming from my additional purchase that's coming, it's supposed to come in today. So I'm going to share that next week. But I will share with you my sock yarn that I purchased this week for. So it is the October, and forgive me because I am not, it is the October 2020 subscription, like the monthly subscription. Forgive me because I didn't read, there's a whole situation back here. There's also a QR code for the pattern, so I didn't read all of the information because I got it late last night and I haven't had a chance to really dive deep into, you know, the blurb that they gave me, because I woke up early this morning and I was just like, I gotta record, I gotta share, I want to share now. So that's what I'm doing. So it is the October stitch box. I am going to include the information below of who's the shop, who, all the information, but I'm guessing that this is what the shop is. Well, this is the theme. October's theme is nudies. Is that the correct word? Nudesse. I'm not sure, but I'll dig deeper into this and I will come back next week with actual factual data. But I did the subscription, which I got this yarn. It's a green. Is it a green or is it a charcoal? My eyes are insane. Colorway is Daphne. It looks like a green. It is a green. It's like a moss color, like a light faded moss. It's not a gray. See, it kind of really, Is this ridges? Oh, look, I'm a floss tuber. Yay. So it's this awesome green. It is 100 grams, which according to everybody, that's enough to make a sock. So I'm excited to do this. It also came with a stitch marker, which look, it's a little skein of yarn. It's so cute. So cute. So I will be stitching a lot. I'll be knitting a lot, so that's kind of exciting for me. And I think that's pretty much it about my haul that I have. Yeah, I bought some other things to start dyeing: fabrics, yarns, floss, and all the goodies. I'm still hunting for silk floss to find in bulk to purchase, so I will have to research that. But we're getting there. I did mention previously that I was going to start dabbling with dyeing and things like that. I will for sure be sending samples out to friends and some of you, and all I need is just your feedback. That's the only payment that I need, your feedback on telling me how do you like the colorways and all the other goodies. But that's that. 35 minutes of talking, chatting, yip yapping, and I have not shown you anything about my stitching, which I said I didn't stitch much this week. That being said, I only worked on the Bristol sampler this week. And working on the sampler, I didn't record anything this week. I didn't do any stitch with me's, and primarily the reason why was because I wanted to make sure that I was doing the recording properly. I want to make sure that I am really giving you genuine information and my genuine feedback. I am no expert, but I did want to actually do it and stitch in peace versus, stitching watching TV or, which I'm not saying that I'm not at peace doing that, but just stitching distracted versus stitching focused. So I'm going to do that today. And I think both the Zimmerman coverlet, which I can quickly flash, we've spoken about this, both the Zimmerman coverlet and this Bristol sampler are going to be two great examples for us to talk about. So you're going to be seeing some of the Zimmerman coverlet, and I'll show you the Bristol sampler in a bit. They're going to be two great examples to show you stitching. Like, I'm not saying that no one knows how to stitch, but I found some interesting things while stitching 1/1 on 55 count. And the most important thing is that you need to count, but also trust your counting. If you're 100% sure that you counted and you measured and everything lines up, then there shouldn't be a problem. This week I had a mini scare because I finished the letter and I was measuring all the way. And I will also show you my backs because I think it was Joanne or Joanne that asked to see what my backs look like. And I'm gonna be 100% transparent. I'm lazy when it comes down to my backs, but it's also because I don't want to do pin stitch and making it all beautiful on the back, because if I have to frog and pin stitch 1/1 on 56 count or whatever count, that is not cute. So I rather just leave a tail, stitch. Once I finish my whole situation, if it's still correct, I can do it. If not, I can, pull and just pull the whole thing out versus having to like seam ripper and like all the good stuff. But that being said, if you measured and you're 100% correct, what I was going to say is I like to stitch a little bit. Say if I'm doing the letter C, which was my problem. Say if I'm doing the letter C, I start a little bit from the C up here, a little bit from the bottom, and a little bit from the side. Those are my three marking landmarks where I'm stitching. And I'm going to show this in the video in a stitch with me, but it's very important to do that because I'm stitching on linen and I measured everything, counted everything, and then I was done. And then I'm just like, why is my C shifted? And I was freaking out because I was just like, I'm gonna have to frog a full-blown C. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Like a full-on, completely stitched letter because it's one stitch down, one stitch over. So what happened? I forget, you know, you're stitching on fabric, which is malleable, linen, which also moves around. You have to kind of like tug it, move it, whatever. If you know that all the holes are correct, visually it looks true. You're gonna have to tug and move and make sure that it's correct. So that's my tip of advice until I show you how I stitch and you can just see as I yap away. But I will show you my progress on my Bristol sampler, and I'm gonna have to share it today on Instagram, I'm guessing. So it is 1/156 count, linen, blah 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 blah, all the good stuff. So this is where I'm at, right? So last time we spoke, I believe I was up to the E. So now I am here, and here I believe I have this plus another row, and then I'll be falling into the next alphabet. That being said, this is the full width of the first page. So I am gonna have a lot of room to do it. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, it is 1/156 count. This is my progress already. I am taking it super duper 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 slow stitching this because I'd rather take it slow than having to frog. That being said, if you see the C, visually it looks weird. It looks like it's off, but it's not off. And it's because you need to adjust it a little bit. Just kind of like, you know, kind of play with that. That being said, I just reminded myself of what my backs looks like, and I can show you what my backs look like. So this is what my backs look like. So they're messy. I do need to go back and just kind of fix these up. But that's what my backs look like. I will show you also what my back looks like on the Zimmerman coverlet. This is what my backs look like on my Zimmerman coverlet. And of course I go back and kind of clean it up, but that's all I got. Honestly, that's how I do my thing. I'm no expert, but you know, everyone does what works for them, and honestly I think that's the only way it should be, because no two stitches are going to be the same. No two stitchers are going to be the same. So that's all that really much matters. But that's pretty much it. I think I went through everything. 42 minutes. I think this is one of my longer ones. I try to keep it under 30, or 30-ish, but I feel like I had a lot to say and a lot to share with you all, and why not do it early in the morning on a Saturday morning? Yay! But yeah, so this week for sure expect to see some stitch with me videos. Yeah, stitch with me videos, because I put myself on a schedule. I have a list of things I have to do. I am back on my calendar situation, my bullet list and checklist and all these things, so I can be able to accomplish things, because I took a break and now we're back in action. I also, sidebar, the one thing that I'm so happy about this week, aside from stitching, I'll give you a little bit of an insight on my personal life, is two things. We signed and placed a deposit, so we're just waiting for the next process. So that's great, on our home, on our soon to be new home. And then the second thing is, I officially, I don't think I've spoken about this, because I know there's like a gigantic, large taboo, blah, blah, blah. If you really want to talk about it, reach out to me. We can talk about it. As you all know, I went to school for acupuncture. That's what my master's and my doctorate is in. But because of COVID and all the goodies, I haven't been able to practice. So while all that was happening, I decided to take a certification course, or a certification program. It's not a course, it's a program, of medical cannabis, so I can be able to prescribe and guide patients through the whole medical cannabis process. So I'm not going to jump in any deeper than that. If you have any questions, definitely reach out to me, shoot me a message, and we can chit chat about that. But this week was the last assignment that I had to hand in, and that's it. So I handed it in, that's it, I'm done. Completely procrastinated it, completely, but got a great grade, passed everything, basically done. I just have to wait for them to close out my student records, and then I can get my diplomas in the mail. Still waiting on my doctoral degree diploma in the mail, thanks COVID. But that being said, that was my last paper for school ever. Let that sink in, because I am so happy I don't have to hand in another paper or take another course. Of course, I'll probably have to take recertification courses and things like that, but I don't have to sit in school. I don't know what to do myself. I don't know what to do with myself, because I've been in school my whole life, and probably this is going to be the first time ever that I'm not in school. It's not probably, it's a fact. But that's pretty much it. I figured I would share with you, because this is not just all business and stitchy related. I do believe in being honest and sharing and being transparent and all those good things. So I just figured I would let you know what I accomplished this week and what I have finished. I will never sing again. But that's pretty much it. Thank you if you made it all the way to the end. It's 45 minutes long already, sorry. Thank you if you made it all the way to the end. Thank you to everyone who's showing me the amazing support throughout this whole process. I'm still a newbie. I started this little corner of baby stitches a few months ago, like not even, probably like July, August. So it's not that serious for me. Like, I haven't been around for a long time, but I feel like you guys have all welcomed me with open arms, have shown me all the support, and I will forever always be grateful, and I will always make sure to pay that forward. So with that being said, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. You enjoy your Halloween. Hopefully you eat a whole bunch of candy, don't get any cavities, and all those good things. So I will see you during the week, and if I don't see you on the Stitch With Me's, I will see you next week. Thank you. Stay safe, and that's pretty much it. So thanks. Bye.